Man, thank you so much, Demaria. Can we give Demaria a big shout out in the chat box? Just want to thank you for all that you do for us collectively to represent Black excellence and make an impact in our community, our nation, and our world. And I just want to give a shout out to Jared and Jackie. Phenomenal presentations. And I was just sitting here in my chair watching and like, come on, someone, come on, someone. Just so privileged and honored and thankful to be around such great, incredible speakers and people. I'm thankful to be here today as well. And I got to be honest with you, I have a variety of topics that I could have shared, but it was literally about a few weeks ago when I was on LinkedIn and I came across an article in Forbes magazine. And within this article or this post, there was a study that came out that talked about that when Black professionals are authentic with who they are, when they ask for promotions, they ask for opportunities, the article suggested that it actually affects their progress within the organization. And it was really eye opening to me because when you go to speak with a career coach, when you go to speak with someone that helps you to advance your career, they'll always say to ask for opportunity, ask for advancement, do more on the job, and a variety of other things. But to see the very insight, the very wisdom that we are given to help us to propel our career actually working against us, but not against others, really began to open my eyes and really made it very clear to me that the only way we're going to succeed is if we help one another. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going to begin with this topic. I am because we are. Because if you were to go on the website right now and you were to go on the internet and you were to Google my name, you would discover that I'm an international speaker, that I've spoken in 49 different states, 3 different countries. You would identify that I've written 7 different books. I'm the president of the Circle of Change Leadership Experience. I'm a TEDx speaker, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, certified emotional intelligence coach, have a master's and a doctoral in organizational leadership, and I have 2 wonderful children and an incredible wife. That's what you would see. But what you wouldn't know is that I did not just get there by accident. There was actually a journey. When I was 3 years of age, my parents got divorced. By the time I was 9 years of age, I was in a single parent household and I had to learn how to cook and thrive and take care of myself and be responsible because my mom had to work late hours in order to pay the bills. By the time that I graduated from high school, I went on to college at Long Beach State University, and I had to take a remedial English class because they felt that my writing wasn't up to par. By the time that I ascended into my junior year, I had a professor literally tell me that your writing is not good enough to attain a master's or a doctoral degree. But in the midst of all these challenges, in the midst of all these obstacles, there were some other challenges I faced as well. I actually had to deal with rejection. I had to deal with harassment. I had to deal with being overlooked and undervalued because I was a Black man in America. I literally had to apply and go for internships and opportunities and speaking engagements. And I had people tell me that you're too Black to do what we desire you to do. In essence, I had to deal with micro and macro aggressions. I had to deal with the fact that I had to sit there and watch television and hear about all the stories where Black men in America were being gunned down and literally other people would do horrendous acts and would not even have to face what Black men in America had to face. In essence, my experience in growing up not only dealt with personal challenges, but I had to watch other challenges on television and I had to deal with all these obstacles and these challenges because I was a Black man in America. But I'm so thankful today because despite all these challenges, despite all these obstacles, despite everything that I went through, I've been able to overcome. I've been able to thrive. I've been able to persevere because not only have I been connected to Black excellence, but Black excellence has surrounded my life. In essence, when I was born to an incredible mother and grandmother, 2 Black women that are queens. And not only did they help me financially, but they taught me spiritual wisdom and insight that enabled me to thrive and to overcome the challenges of the day. And then as I got a little bit older, I began to meet friends, and I had incredible friends, and I had incredible Black friends that supported me, that strengthened me, that gave me wisdom, that helped me in my toughest time. Again, I was surrounded by Black excellence. And then when I graduated, I had the opportunity to come across mentors and sponsors, again, Black men and women in powerful positions that reached out, that imparted wisdom, and that expressed their Black excellence to me and empowered me and helped me to grow. And then there's been moments in my life where I've faced challenges and obstacles, and I've been able to go back to our heritage and our ancestors and bring up the quote such as Frederick Douglass, where he says, where there is no struggle, there is no progress, meaning the struggle is only a setup for greater progress. I was able to go back to a quote by Shirley Chisholm where she talks about how we're not here just to pay rent, we're here for a purpose to serve. And I'm paraphrasing that quote, but she reminds me that I'm valuable, that I matter, that I have a purpose in the earth. Therefore, no matter what I face, no matter what comes my way, they remind me of who I am. And then I remember the quote by Dr. King where he says the ultimate measure of a man or a woman is not based in times of comfort, but rather how they deal with challenge and controversy. And that reminds me that my greatest strength, my greatest ability comes when the greatest challenges are coming against me. And I don't know who I'm talking to today, but I feel like I'm talking to someone right now, and you're facing a challenge and you're facing an obstacle, and you may be overwhelmed and you may be burnt out and there may be stress and all these other things that are coming against you right now. But understand, that's just a sign of the greatness on the inside of you. That's just a sign of the Black excellence on the inside of you. Because every Black woman, man, I've talked to has went through challenges and obstacles, but there's something about that Black excellence on the inside that begins to rise and emerge in our greatest challenges and obstacles. And as strong as we are, and as amazing as we are, I still have come to discover that we are stronger when we support one another. In essence, I know we have strength. I know we have ability. I know we have knowledge. I know we have brilliance. But I share with you today, we're stronger together than we are disconnected. In essence, I've discovered as I've looked at studies at Korn Ferry and heard the studies where there were brilliant Black men and women that were in executive positions and they were walking away from the job to pursue other careers, to pursue entrepreneurship because they were being looked over. But I also am here to remind you that despite the challenges, despite the rejection, despite being undervalued, despite not being appreciated, despite people not giving you opportunity because of the color of your skin, because of your personality, because of your swag, and because of your brilliance, despite all of that, I have come to discover that when we connect with one another, when we engage with one another, when we support one another, when we unite one another, there is no challenge, there is no obstacle that can stop us. You say, Dr. J, how do you know? Well, the reason why I know is because there would not be a President Obama without a Dr. Martin Luther King. The reason I know is because there would not be an Oprah Winfrey without a Harriet Tubman. The reason I know is because there would not be a Venus and Serenas without their father, Mr. Williams. The reason why I know is because there would not be a us without our ancestry. In essence, the truth be told, I am because we are. And that's one of the reasons I love this statement by Desmond Tutu, and I love this quote, but more importantly, I love what it says at the top. It says, I am because we are, because it reminds us that we are only as strong as the people that we are connected to and that are in our life. In essence, Les Brown once said, he said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. But I want to put a rephrase and a remix on that. Show me your Black friends and I promise you there will be a great future. You say, Dr. J, how do you know that? Well, I know that because when a senior executive gives wisdom to a Black first generation graduate, I am because we are. When a millionaire invests into a young Black entrepreneur, I am because we are. When the president of an organization goes behind closed doors and advocates on the behalf of Black people, and Black people are impacted because the president advocating, I am because we are. When a young person is walking down the street and sees an elderly that is walking and needs help and they assist them and help them, I am because we are. When a Black man supports, advocates, strengthens, speaks up for a Black woman, I am because we are. When a leader goes out of their way to provide a job opportunity, an internship, or a promotion to an emerging leader, you got it, I am because we are. When an influencer with great influence shares knowledge and insight on how to thrive and how to succeed, you got it right. I am because we are. And as I stay in this moment and I stay in this phrase and we talk about this concept of being I am because we are, I want to challenge you today not only to connect with the Black excellence in your community, on your campus, in your nation, or in your world, but more importantly, I want to challenge you to remember this, that we cannot have a Wakanda forever. Please remember that I am because we are. In essence, Wakanda Forever is created by groups of people that understand that not only do we possess Black excellence, but I am because we are. So I get ready to close out this presentation with this message that I want to share with you and I want you to remember as you go through this season, as you go into 2023. I want you to remember that Black excellence is all around you. I want you to remember that no matter what the media says, no matter what people say, Black excellence is around you. And if you'll tap into it, if you'll connect with people, and if you understand that you're only as strong as the people that you surround yourself with when it comes to Black excellence, I promise you, there is no challenge, there is no obstacle that can stop you from reaching your fullest potential. And as we go into 2023, I want to encourage you, if you're looking for a Black History Month speaker, if you're looking for a Black speaker in general, I want to encourage you to consider reaching out to me, because not only do I want to empower your Black students and your students in general with information that will enable them to thrive, to succeed, and to reach their fullest potential and to make their impact on your campus, your community, your nation, or your world. But more importantly, I also would love to speak with your faculty and your administrators and your professionals about ways that we can empower our Black students, ways that we can empower our students of color. In essence, I am because we are, because I'm here to be a part of our collective group of Black excellence, doing our part to continue to push forward the legacy, continue to make an impact, continue to open doors, continue to give opportunities to others, and most importantly, continue to let that Black greatness shine everywhere that we go. I want to thank y'all so much. It's been a privilege to be here amongst Black excellence and amongst incredible speakers. And one more time, I am because we are.